Hello and welcome to the first episode of Vibe Academy. In this channel, I'll be teaching how to build websites and apps with zero coding knowledge. So if you have passion, follow along and you'll be able to make any kind of websites. I'm going to try my best to use no coding tools. I have not looked into it, but I heard that now Lovable can handle backend as well. And backend is really where the limits of vibe coding was until recently. Like, you can make beautiful websites, but they would just look beautiful and do nothing. It's because it was missing the back end, which is coding wise too complicated for AI to handle. But from what I hear, the technology is catching up. So pretty soon, if it can handle the back end easily, anyone can make any kind of websites or apps in the future. So I want to start off by explaining what a website or an app is. And basically, what we see is what we call front end. This is like if we go to any website like this, or YouTube or Google, what we're seeing is the front end. Which is basically what we see, like the buttons, the typing stuff. This is all front end. However, code by itself, front end code is like it's like having a fancy car. A car has its body, wheels, but it also has like things inside, like engine, I don't know, whatever cars have inside them, motors, and basically front end code itself is like having just the outside of the car with nothing inside. So that's where the back end comes in. The back end is the brain of any website or an app, and so it's like the engines and the motors, whatever that goes inside, wheels, gears, inside a car that actually makes a car work. So going back to the car analogy, like the front end code, which AI was really good at, is basically what you see, and now AI has caught up to actually building the insides of a car. So this is what I mean by that it can create fully functional websites and mobile apps. And also, I want to touch upon websites and mobile apps. So basically, the only difference between a website and a mobile app is the front end. So you can actually run both the website and a mobile app from the same backend. It's kind of like going back to the car analogy. You have an engine, and you can put that into a car, or you can put it into a motorcycle. Hell, you can even put it into an airplane, right? And it'll still work. So that's like an analogy. There's minor, small details, but Yeah. So yeah, basically that's what's going on. And I guess like you're probably curious, like still like okay, I kind of get it, but what the hell is backend? It's basically the flow of data. So let's say like YouTube, right? How does it load like different videos every time? That's because the backend is sending the data um, to the front end. So it's sending the data and then it's showing that data. Data is like texts, videos, audios, pictures. Um, so yeah, like this images, texts, videos, they come by the data and then they're populated onto the front end. It can also go the other way. So you can send in the data to the front back end. Let's say cat videos. Now we're sending the data to the back end, and then the back end processes that. It's like a brain, and then it sends the videos back. So it sends the cat videos back. So yeah, this is like a extreme simplification of how websites and mobile apps work. Yeah, the website that I'm thinking, honestly, this would serve better as a mobile app, but websites are kind of easier, more simple, straightforward. So I'm gonna start there. Um, Actually, I do think this has a lot of potential. Another thing is like having a great website or an app, and marketing is a different story. So even if you have something good, if it's not something people want, then you're not really gonna make too much money out of that. Um, but anyway, so this is going to be like a wine website, and you could think of it as mm, kind of like Meetup for wine tasters, right? So Meetup for wine tasters, and well, okay. So there's two premise: Meetup for wine tasters, and two for expensive wines. So we should probably make it kind of like um, luxury concept. Um, so I haven't really thought this out, but there's an app called Nomad's Table, Nomad's Table, something like that. And the idea is you have a map, and then you have different events going on. So let's say like this is the map of like Bali, um, and then you have like a cycling event going on here. You have a wine tasting event going on here. You have a whatever clubbing, partying event going on, and then you have like different number of people joining. Let's say you have 12 people joining here, 5, 20, 32, and you can like click and join, and you see it on the map, and I think it happens every day. Um, it's starting to trend, and I can see it becoming quite big in the future. But yeah, basically, we're going to take the same idea, but now we're gonna use it for wine, right? So, let's say I actually have no idea about wine, so we'll just go with like prices, right? Like a $10,000 wine, $5,000 wine. I don't know. And yeah, I guess there should be like a limit because it doesn't really make sense to share a wine with 32 people. But like a $20,000 wine, and then like they get to share it, right? Meet on a certain day, something like that. Uh, yeah, and so I actually like to use AI for a lot of my thinking. My philosophy is the more I can outsource my thinking to AI, the less I can think, the more I can get done in a short amount of time. So like yeah, I can do the thinking, but like my thinking power is limited. So the more I can just like outsource that, tell AI to think about that for me, and I just have to say like, okay, I like this, I like that, I'll choose this, I'll choose that. Um, it's like having like 10 different people working under me doing stuff for me. So the more I can outsource, the more faster, and the more I'm gonna get done with my limited amount of thinking power. Let's see. So I'm basically going to repeat back the same thing. Um, so well, actually, I'd like to start by giving the context, like what's going on to AI, so we're on the same page. So I'm planning to make a tutorial for beginners, non-tech people, people with zero coding knowledge, how to code full stack websites and apps using Lovable and Lovable Cloud. New feature which handles backend. Idea is like similar to Meetup.com, or I guess it's kind of similar to like carpooling in a way, or Nomad's Table. It's still kind of a small app, so I'm not sure if it has context. New niche app which lets people meet for events on map. But for wine tasting slash drinking events. And the appeal would be that maybe 5 to 10 people can join to try an expensive wine, which would be normally out of their budget. Okay, so because I'm doing this kind of on the fly, I could polish this further. So what I like to do sometimes is say, ask me if you need any clarifications. Okay, so it searched up what Lovable Cloud was for a second, so that's good. Yeah, this is perfect. So yeah, basically, we're just gonna follow along. This is what I do on my own, except like on a more high technical stuff. But okay, so let's see.